Welcome back to Ladle TV. I'm your host, Tori, aka Ladle, here with our NFL Week 5 recap. What a week. Another week of kicking ass and taking names. That's what we do at Ladle TV. That's why we're here. That is the purpose of this. This has been going on for years. Now, you as my audience on here get to be a part of it. You get to watch the journey and be a part of the journey. For those who tailed these bets, for those who have been watching these videos, congratulations and thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your liking and subscribing and sharing on the channel. I do appreciate it for the work that we put in. Please enjoy your winnings. I enjoy helping. I love being able to help hand out money to you guys, help set you up with these opportunities. It's great. It's a good feeling. At the end of the day, that's what we're here to do, is win. And that's what we're doing. Weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are undefeated in best bets. We've yet to lose. For those who do sports betting, that is very difficult. You know this. For those who are new, this is not normal. This is not an easy thing to do. Going undefeated, we have not hit every single bet this year. We are not perfect on all bets, but our best bets have yet to lose. That is what really matters when push comes to shove. That is where you're putting your money. That is where you're putting your value. That is where you're trusting that this is going to happen. And we've yet to lose. So I got to thank the Denver Broncos for going out there and kicking Philadelphia's ass in the fourth quarter. They struggled. They were down 17-3 in the fourth quarter. But were we worried? No, we really weren't. Because at the end of the day, we knew they were going to win and they came back and won. And then towards that end of the day, when we were sitting there going, you know what? I think the Patriots are going to win. I think they're going to beat the Bills. So we put our money where our mouth was. We dropped $50 on the Patriots, not just to win the game. No. Not just to win. The win margin, 1 through 6, like we talked about in the last video. We got plus 600 odds, 6 times your value. And guess who won 1 through 6? The New England Patriots. They took care of business. We had some great wins. Our other bets, we said, hey, let's take the Detroit Lions 7 through 12. That close. That one did fail. The Lions, unfortunately, won by 13. 1 point over. Ironically, for those who were following the game, the Lions actually had a 28-3 lead in the third quarter. They were up by 25 points. There was no way the 7 through 12 was going to hit. But here comes Cincinnati pulling the game within 11. The Bengals were down by 11 with under 2 minutes left. Unfortunately, quarterback Jake Browning, sorry, all I see is that safety in my head. He got sacked. He wasn't paying attention. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to. And that safety at the end of the game took that game from 11 points to 13, and we barely got out of that win total. But that's okay, because we're not going to win it all the time. But to be that close, I'm very excited for it. Another bet we talked about was, okay, it's not our favorite bet. It's very risky. They're injured. But if we're picking the Ravens or the Texans, we wanted to go with Baltimore. That was the wrong choice. Not the correct choice by any way, shape, or form. But like I said in the video, it was a risky bet. It wasn't my favorite. We barely put anything on it. It was kind of like, okay, let's flip a coin and see what happens. There's no Lamar Jackson. They're missing half their defense. It's not a good bet. But sometimes you just got to flip a coin and try. And when you're doing small wagers, who cares? Whatever. It's going to happen. But the Ravens got their ass kicked pretty bad. We'll see if they can turn their season around. But just a phenomenal week. And then even last night, it was a coin toss between the Chiefs and the Jags. Now, we did put a small bet on the Jacksonville Jaguars win margin 1 through 10. And we tried pairing it with the Texas Longhorns in college football this week. Jacksonville did come back and win. So that $13 now will have an opportunity to turn into a Benjamin if the Texas Longhorns can win. But again, Texas, we'll see. They're playing undefeated Oklahoma. But we'll see where it lands. We'll see what's going on. I'm very excited to get ready for week 6. I'm very excited to get back at it and see what we can produce. This is difficult. And it's going to be up and downs. That's how this usually goes. You're going to have your highs. You're going to have your lows. You're going to be right. You're going to be wrong. A lot of stuff can happen. There's a lot of variables. For those who have paid attention to some of these games, who watched the Chiefs game last night with Jacksonville? How many people watched the chaotic stuff that happens? Because what I noticed was the Kansas City Chiefs got away with quite a few pass interferences. They had a pick play that set up Travis Kelce to score a touchdown that should have been called back. Wasn't called. Trevor Lawrence threw a crucial interception in the fourth quarter that allowed Kansas City to get pretty much a walk-in touchdown. Should have been called defensive pass interference. Ran right into the receiver. It is not unintentional. When the announcers are agreeing with them, they're saying that should be a call. These are the variables that can happen. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter because Trevor Lawrence fell down multiple times, stumbled around, did a backflip, whatever else, rode a scooter, got on a unicycle, and he somehow ended up in the end zone. Chaos ensued. Jacksonville won, Kansas City lost. These are the games where it's like it is difficult to do. So when we're on the winning end of it, we're always excited. We're excited to be counting the money. We're excited to be counting the dubs. It's awesome. At the end of the day, the Kansas City and Jacksonville game was fun to watch, very exciting, and just shows you the chaos of trying to do sports predicting. But until next time, we'll be back with our Week 6 picks coming up soon here at Ladle TV. Once again, I'm your host, Tori, a.k.a. Ladle. I'll be seeing you soon right here.